would you rather be a team that wins 14 games, makes it into the playoffs, first or second seed, or be a 9-7 team where you had to fight to get into the playoffs to where you're really getting on a roll and you don't necessarily have that first week bye?
I have always leaned toward the latter. I like a team that gets hot late. I think that uh, I don't like when you sit your starters. Sitting your starters plus getting the bye week, like I feel like that was the formula for losing that first round of the playoffs over and over again. That being
Yeah.
said, with the new playoffs again, I mean only the first seed gets the bye, so like you could cruise with a 13-3 record, feel real good about yourself, get 1 week off, and kind of pick back up, and that feels like the kind of the ideal situation. Like the 2 seed feels even better this year because you probably maybe like have a chance to rest your starters week 17. I guess it all depends on how everything shakes out, but there's a decent chance that you'll know that. And but then you still have that, week 1 game in the playoffs to sort of put the pieces back together. And then you're playing the 7th seed, who's likely going to be like a 7-9, 8-7-1 kind of scrub that sneaks in like the Steelers or Bills. But it should be like a confidence builder game. Kind of, you'll have it at home. You'll have that, sort of rah playoff attitude, and then you can like warm up to playing in the next week after that. So
Yeah.
that'd be the 2 seed is what I'm shooting for. Second
Yeah.
best.
I think, I mean, no doubt there's a benefit to continuing to play in that wild card weekend. And you've seen like teams make a run from that position over and over again. And you don't need to look farther than like the 2010 Packers and the 2011 Packers. 2010, they were banged up and they got the 6th seed and they made a run and ultimately won the Super Bowl. In 2011, they were 15-1, got the 1 seed and lost to the Giants in the first game at home. And like the Giants were just the more motivated. The Giants went on to win the Super Bowl. They were just the more motivated team, the team that was ready to play, and just took it to the Packers. That all said, as a fan, I love the bye because that 2010 season for the Packers was miserable. Like they were injured all the time. They were losing games. You didn't know if they were going to make the playoffs. They had to win their last 2 games against pretty good teams in order just to even get into the playoffs. And then once you get in there, you have to go to Philadelphia, you have to go to Atlanta, and you have to go to Chicago. And all those games they shouldn't have won. So there was so much turmoil as a fan leading up to it. But then I guess the payoff was even greater.
It's worth it.
So I don't know. I think if I had to pick, history tells me that you should pick the team that's hot and that's playing. So probably the wild card of that first weekend team.